sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis, Tennessee, and 92.9 HD-FM. And all you folks in Brownsville, Tennessee, on 1520 AM and 95.3. And some station in Jackson, Tennessee. Bill Cooksey, what's the name of that station?
It's 101.5, FM 101.5.
There you go. That's Bill Cooksey. This is Fourth Saturday. We get Bill in here on the fourth Saturday, and Bill, of course, is the Sportsman's Outreach Coordinator for Vanishing Paradise of the National Wildlife Federation, and I actually remembered that. So, and of course, this is also Fourth Saturday. It means it's BW, Bonus Wong. So, so he's here. Yeah, well, he's not here. Neither one of them are here. Now, of course, a lot of people don't think I'm all here, but Shelby McCall and I are still in the studio. We haven't been out of the studio since March, okay? We've been still in quarantine here, but, it's a crazy world, and we won't get into that. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of information on today's show, particularly with Ron and Bill adding their comments. I want to start the show with condolences to two former friends of mine from the coaching profession, the high school coaching profession, that we lost this past week, and that's the late John Clayton, who was the basketball coach at Fraser High, Raleigh, Egypt, principal at Raleigh, Egypt High School, and also Tom Marino, who was the football coach at Bartlett for many, many years. And the funeral, I know, for John Clayton is tomorrow. It's Monday at Fisherville Baptist Church, visitation 1 to 3, funeral at 3, and I know they're going to be strictly watching the COVID-19 rules and regulation on that. But anyway, I want to get that out of the way. And I know I missed a trip with Ron on Wednesday as I dealt with computer issues, and Ron had a chance to head over to Horseshoe, and not only did he catch some crappie, but he tells me on 4-pound test line, he caught a 3-pound catfish. So, way to go, Ron. I didn't see a picture.
Well, hey, it's always fun to go fishing. And
with Ron.
Had a good day with Ronnie Tice. He's always a joy to fish with, and always a chance to learn about something new, how to do it. And, of course, it takes practice to shoot a dock and do it right. You just got to keep doing it. It's just like anything else.
Well, Ronnie Tice can do it, folks. If you want to book a trip, you just Google Ronnie Tice, Tice, out of Horseshoe Lake, and I forgot all about it with all my things that are going on, and Ron calls me and leaves me a message. I didn't hear from you. If you call and leave a message, and Ron Lee, he says, "Gone fishing." Leave a message. That's it.
Yeah.
It's pretty brief, but I don't know, Bill. Do you have a catchy phrase when we call you, we don't get you?
No, I don't.
You don't. You need to do one, Bill. I could just think of all the different things that you could insert in that introduction that you're not here.
I think they're all taken.
No,
Probably.
not.
The polite ones, anyway.
Well, yeah, okay. I won't even get into the post that Bill posted about Alabama and A&M playing on TV in a bar that he went to. That's one of my all-time great stories. But we'll tell that sometimes. What's going on with you, Bill?
Well, I tell you what, we have a lot going on right now, Larry. Some of it even local, considering we have a whole lot of Mississippi listeners.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize, but they're about to jam through a change to the baiting regulations. Mississippi, like Tennessee, has these CWD areas.
Yes.
And Mississippi is, at least a few folks there are trying to go against the conventional wisdom of trying to minimize deer contact.
Uh-huh.
And instead of a 25-mile zone around where a positive deer has been found of no baiting, they're going to move it down to 10 miles.
Come on.
And so outside of that 10 miles, in theory, you could continue on baiting. And it's just, in my opinion, a bad move. I just learned about it this morning. And
I have not heard that, no.
But they are going to ram this through. July 6th is the last day they're allowing comment.
Hear that,
and
folks?
the 16th, they're meeting and voting. And I mean, this just happened. So
wow.
They're really – Yeah, so our Mississippi folks, if you're interested in that, this would be a good time to go to their webpage, look it up, and leave a comment for or against it, however you feel.
Yeah, that's and we got a lot of listeners, particularly in Marshall and Benton, those counties where CWD was reported and brought across the line into Hardeman County and places like that. I have not heard that, Bill. Thank you for so go to the Mississippi Department of Wildlife Fisheries. I'm sure there's information there, but I haven't heard that. And somebody may say, well, I'm not 10 and 25. What's the big deal? But
well, it's the only way we can stop, or not stop, but slow the spread of CWD while science tries to find an actual cure or vaccine or just something else we can do to actually stop it. So all we can do is slow it down, and the farther out we move that. And the rumor is one of the high-level people supporting it doesn't even deer hunt, but he turkey hunts, and he appreciates being able to supplemental feed during turkey season.
Oh, I can understand that. And, of course, believe it or not, folks, here in about 2 months and a week, deer hunting will be back in Tennessee in the last weekend of August, back in that area, which is hard to believe. We'll be hunting deer again in that hot time of the year. But
I don't think I'll go out.
It can't come sooner.
Oh, that's what, Ron. Get them all in the woods and all.
I have a fishing one for you too, Ron and Larry.
What's that?
Okay, in early July, some people from our Great Lakes office, and of course up there, they're really, fighting the Asian carp deal, trying to come out of the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
They are coming down to spend a day or two with Mike Butler and me on Kentucky Lake to, film some carp, do a little fishing, and also kind of talk about how, being from this area, how they've impacted us, to help bring that awareness up there that this is it's a dire situation.
Are you going to? Will that be on the National Wildlife Federation website? Are y'all doing that? Is that what?
Yeah, it is an NWF deal. Once it is complete, and I'll get all the information to you. It'll be on our Sportsman page.
Yes, let me know that.
Page and, we'll get you all that. So it should be interesting. The guy doing it, Drew Youngbike, is just phenomenal when it comes to producing this kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, is he coming from the Great Lakes up there? I mean, is that?
Yes.
Okay,
he's in Michigan.
He's in for something in July on Kentucky Lake. Okay.
Well, hey, get this. We have a travel ban within the organization, and he got special permission to come down and do this. But he has to eat only takeout food and camp. He can't stay in a hotel.
And he's camping. So he's camping in July. So
I said, dude, you don't want to camp in July in Tennessee.
No,
Let's just lie, and you can stay with me. And say you were camping.
Or get a long extension cord and bring in a portable cooler
Right.
You know,
right.
and maybe a fan or something like that. But I know that.
He camps all the time. He's a real outdoorsman. So
he better be.
He says, I know what I'm getting into. I said, okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Ron roughs it like that when he goes fishing. But hey, I know we got a couple of minutes in this segment. We're talking to both these guys throughout it. Ron, quickly update fishing wise right now. I know it's we're getting ready to hit the end of July here. And so, June and July is coming up. A quick synopsis?
Well, the fishing is really, really good right now. Water temps throughout our area is in the mid-80s, low 80s, depending on where you're going. And, of course, we've had rain on and off. And
oh, yeah.
So that kind of cools it down a little bit.
Well,
and the fishing is good.
Okay.
The brim.
Oh, yeah.
Shell crackers, bluegills
yeah.
are spawning
yes.
on the full moon each month now, so
yeah,
you can catch a load of those.
Yes.
Bass fishing, wherever you go, early morning, late evening, or a cloudy day, great topwater fishing, whether you're using a buzzbait, a whopper plopper, a sexy dog, it doesn't make any difference. It's going to work well.
I love those names. Ron just has to.
And and then during the day,
yeah,
especially on Pickwick and Kentucky Lake, all of your Tennessee River lakes, they're starting to get on the ledges good. Strike King 6X XD will work well. And big worms. 10-inch worms.
10-inch worms, okay.
Yeah, and, good colors are
what?
Red shad.
Okay.
A pumpkin.
Pumpkin, yeah.
Something like green pumpkin.
Green pumpkin.
Works well, yes.
All right. Okay, you heard it from the guru himself. What?
If you have the shoulders for it, a 10XD ain't bad either.
A 10? Oh, yeah. That's a 10XD is, yeah. And don't lose them either. They're not cheap. Okay.
No.
I mean, I used to collect some of those things, but they got too big for my trophy case. So let's take a break. Come back. Mark Copley. He's up with us from Strike King and Lourdes. They got a new TV series that's kind of interesting. It's on Instagram. So we'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry.